Bratt, just your thoughts on, playing those first two periods to what your identity is as a team and then giving up two leads in this game, especially knowing what you guys are going through trying to find that, winning hockey again.
I mean, yeah, we kind of did to them on the first goal what they kind of did to us on the other. I mean, kind of responded quick to a goal against, and I think that's what we did good in the first period. I mean, as soon as we let in a goal, we just got back on our horse. We went to work, and we went into the period with a tie game. And I just think in the third, it took too long for us to get back to the kind of structure that we played with in the first and second. How we just played behind them, we make them stop. We won pucks back, and we spent more time in the ozone. I think it took too long for us in the third period to get to that point.
Could you explain why that is happening to this group right now? Because I feel like it's a conversation we've had a lot of over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, sometimes you want too much, and you want to be driving the team. You want to do something good. And everyone is, so invested to the team that sometimes you just do too much, and you don't do the right thing based on it. I think it's all with the intention that we all want to do the right thing. We want to play good. We want to have the line driving the team to score a goal. You want to set up the other line, but I think sometimes you get away from the whole process because you want to strike too fast, and I think that's kind of what happened.
Did you feel, just talking to Cody, said, those first two periods were fun. Like, yes, you guys were, conceding goals, but also scoring them and felt more like yourselves. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, of course, when team do the right thing and you're piling up good shifts and you're playing ozone, that's where everyone wants to play. Everyone wants to be in ozone and stuff like that. So obviously we felt like we got some boost out of that with all four lines contributing, all the pairs making good plays, and that's where we get to use our skill and our how creative we are. We get to do that when we play against tired guys, and I think in the third we were too in and out too quick, and we didn't get to use our skill.
Kobe, results aside, just wondering how you feel sort of getting back in. I know it's been a long time. I'm sure the legs felt a little at the beginning there. How are you feeling?
No, it's obviously so great. Finish the game, be healthy, be in one piece, and just on a personal note, that was amazing to just feel that feeling of playing again.
And it really just looked like you and Siegs basically picked up where you left off, and we talked about it yesterday, just how valuable that is to be able to jump in with him.
Yeah, no, it's huge to have Siegs. He's a rock back there. I'm glad it looked like that. At the beginning, it took maybe a couple shifts for it to feel like that, and I think as the game went on, I kind of found my calm, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, as the game went on. Some good plays, some bad plays. That's just part of hockey. Too bad we couldn't get away.
We talked yesterday about your perspective that you've had, which is maybe a little bit different than the guys who have been going through the grind here because you're watching from the outside. Now that you've been a part of at least one game here where you guys concede, the lead twice in this game, what perspective do you bring to this from that outsider perspective that you've had?
Yeah, it's kind of a game of momentum. I thought in the second we had looks, we had our chances. Scored some goals, but couldn't, left some money on the table, and then they kind of took the momentum back coming right after that intermission in the third. It's hard for me to say right now. It's like a good takeaway because it's obviously a lot going on for me, so hard to analyze this soon after. And you know what, we as much as it sucks to lose, we got to focus on next game. That's all that we can control right now is how we come out to play tomorrow.
Do you bring a bit of a chip on the shoulder coming back to this rink at all, or is that much in the past?
To be honest, I love it. I don't know if you'd say chip on your shoulder, but I had such amazing times with the Moose. Played my first NHL games with the Jets. So no, the organization means a lot to me. I know last year we played them shortly after I had signed an extension, and everyone on their side, coaches, GMs, congratulated me. I wouldn't say I have extra energy, extra motivation, mainly because of the good times that I had here.
How sort of maddening is this to sort of have a game where you have two leads and to concede them and just be at this point again?
sucks. Obviously, I thought we were playing good hockey, and then third period we got away from it. The first and second period we were putting pucks behind them and playing with the puck in the O-zone, doing the right things, and then we got away from that in the third. And that's kind of what bit us. Well, it sucks, but you have to play more consistent hockey.
Is that something they were doing to you guys, or was it a matter of you guys doing it to yourself in the third period when you talk about, things changed there?
Did it to ourselves. I think in the first 2 periods we did a good job of getting over their skill guys, not giving them any plays. Obviously, stuff happens during the game. There's going to be an odd man rush, but I think we bounced back from that. But in the third, we just weren't making the right plays, not the right reads. We weren't connected. But, the second period we did that, and that's why it's frustrating that it went away in the third.
And I would imagine that it's even more frustrating just knowing what you're capable of when you do play that way. Right?
Exactly. Like you see it, it looks fun, and it feels fun when you're out there. And then when you go through like what we just did, it sucks. You're tired. You have no momentum. That's all I can really say about it.
What do you guys say to each other right now as this starts to extend?
I mean, we've said a lot to each other. I'll kind of keep it to ourselves, but we've done a lot of talk. But I think it's just getting back to having a smile on our face. Like, yeah, it sucks, but we need to have fun. Like, you can't come to the rink and just be negative all the time. Like, it just kills you. And, we're a good group, and we have to believe in that.
On the other side of things, you had a performance in your hometown that probably got some excitement from your family, your friends who are here. What was it like scoring those goals here in the city you grew up in?
It's nice. Like I said, playing in front of my family is always a dream come true for me. I'll never take playing in the NHL for granted, especially in front of them. So, I've dreamt of playing the Jets or just being here. So, it's a dream come true, and it sucks not being able to win in front of them.
2 different points in today's game. Just wondering if you can speak on maybe some of the defensive lapses we saw that allowed the Jets to hang around in this one.
Yeah, too many. Whether it's just soft around our net or losing structure at key times, just not good enough. Did enough good things to put ourselves in a position to win, but too many mistakes that hurt you defensively. It's hard to win like that.
Well, Sheldon, ultimately you need the W, but you got a game tomorrow. You scored 3 goals. This is the first time you guys done that in 4 games. Do you have to focus on the fact that you were creating some offensive chances and you were finding the back of the net? I know Orsini misses a wide open cage, but you get 3 goals today. Trying to look for some positives.
Well, I mean, we've been searching for positives for a while and embracing those. We did have one that came off the board today too, so offense wasn't an issue. Today we had more than enough to win, but it's just another example of why we got to keep reaching the process and the defensive structure, defensive play, awareness, physicality, competitiveness around our net, all these things, that really haven't been talked about or haven't been that prevalent. Today, when we're in a position to win, we're exposed. I thought we had some guys that had real tough games here today that had made some plays that really cost us.
Looked like you were talking to the ref after that goal that came off the board that you just mentioned. What did they explain to you, and what did you kind of see in that moment?
On the goalie interference
Yes, correct.
I didn't get an exact explanation, but I believe what they're looking at there is Cotter's foot kind of getting in the way of their goalie's ability to come back across the crease. So, those are tough ones, but those are kind of the margins. We also had 2 that we put in our own net again tonight. So, that's the way it's been going.
Just your thoughts on Kovacevic getting back in. We were just talking. He said took a couple shifts to sort of get his legs, but what did you see from him here in the first game after a long layoff?
Yeah, I thought he was solid. He looked confident.
Thanks, Sheldon.